Hey everyone, I recently attended my local Ionic Cup for Sylph, and I'll just say I don't know if I love this meta, but there are a few things that are pretty required for it. I think the first and foremost is Shadow Beedrill, or just non-Shadow Beedrill is fine too. And the second thing is you need a Sableye. I'll talk more about why in the following footage, but if you're not using Sableye as one of your restricted picks, then I feel like this month's going to be pretty tough for you. Although this is a small tournament, I was able to sweep the competition, so I'll talk about why I played the way I did in these matchups and the team composition. I will say too, after winning this tournament too, hosted by my friend Archie Cola, he also ran the same team and was able to win a tournament earlier today. So I feel like the proof is in the pudding. But let's take a look at the battles and see how I pulled it off. Before we get into the battles, a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons who've been supporting my content creation. If you would also like to have early access to my strategies and lineups, or see behind the scenes footage of my battles, feel free to sign up in the Patreon link down below. In this first matchup here against Master Tay here. Is that Tay or Trey? Yeah, Master Tay. We do have the Shadow Beedrill in the lead here, which is pretty solid for me overall. Something I noticed too, especially my team, is that a lot of people like to bring Beedrill in the lead, so Sableye lead is typically pretty strong. And then he does have a Politoed in the back here too, so these foul plays are going to do quite a bit. And what I noticed is, like a lot of teams are very, very weak to Beedrill, especially on the safe swap, especially because they don't have a Sableye. Sableye is probably one of the most reliable checks. The other check is normal cast form, which I have. I've brought a few times, but honestly, it's been worse having it than not, so I just leave it as bench pressure. I am also running Return on my Alolan Raticate, which has been probably my... so it'll probably be Sableye, Beedrill, and then Alolan Raticate are my top 3 picks. And you'll see I actually run all 3 quite a bit in this tournament in the lines, because it's so strong, especially because it just shores up the matchup against Umbreon. And also having that return just hits so hard against so many things, especially if shields down, which is why I typically keep it in the back end. And with that quick attack buff from a few months ago, it does make the spamminess pretty solid. Gives a lot of protection against opposing Sableye as well too, so if you do run into any Sableye teams, that does help. I noticed that a lot of people don't typically run Sableye. I'm not actually sure why, but it's just so good. It's just so good. All right, so going into this lead, beware. I don't really want my Raticate on this. This chance it has payback, and my opponent does actually have payback there, but I'm going to throw the return. It's going to do a lot of damage, and then I'm going to swap straight to my Beedrill, because again, there's not too much that beats my Beedrill. The only thing is maybe the opposing Beedrill, but I have an energy lead, so we're in a good spot. My opponent does go straight for the X-Scissors, so I can safely no shield. I just need to take out this Beedrill, and then my Raticate can do some work here. Again, Raticate just looks so strong, especially shields down. My opponent still has 1 shield remaining, but getting this X-Scissor off is going to be pretty big. And then I'm just going to go straight away to the Raticate here. I could no shield the first couple moves. It's fine. It's potential it could be a bait, but also Raticate just resists that snarl damage, so it's really hard to take out. Of course, if you don't have a Raticate that's purified, you don't have to return. Hyper Fang is still very, very solid. You can also run Hyper Beam. I don't know. Hyper Beam seems like a little bit of overkill, but also it's just terribly hard to land. I mean, Return is kind of like an interesting middle ground between Hyper Fang and Hyper Beam, so that's why I like it, and it also sims very well too. But I happen to have a good one, so I decided to make it. All right, again, I switched it up this time. Same 3 Pokemon, though, because, again, they're so strong, especially if they don't have, like, Cast Form, because Cast Form is kind of a core breaker for the Sableye there. They go straight for the Superpower, which I know I can safely no-shield after that, and then this X-Scissor, even though Resistance, should be able to take him out. And let's see what he comes in with, and it's going to be a Samurott here. So I think okay, so I just stay in here, I think, is the play, because if he does have a Beedrill in the back, I can just take it out with the Sableye. But I'm gonna get some energy first and see what happens. It actually is the Ampharos, so we just gotta make sure we optimize our timings here, and we should be okay. I think we're gonna throw 1 foul play and swap here. If there is a Focus Blast, I might as well just absorb all the energy. Ends up being a Thunder Punch, so that's pretty nice. And then we could potentially get debuffs here with the Crunch, which is why I wanted to swap out to this matchup here. And we do get a shield, which is pretty nice. And again, I could just safely no shield this. I don't know if a crunch is actually enough to take out. I think, yeah, at this point, I'm just going to shield just so I could get this energy off. And I figure I probably live long enough to get this off. And yeah, we're able to finish off the Ampharos. So first round, that's it. And we go into round number 2. And again, no Beedrill answer really on the team. So looking very good. Not only that, no Beedrill answer, but 3 dark types for Beedrill to feast on. So I figured essentially my strategy is if I leave Sableye, the only thing I can't swap into is a opposing Beedrill. And that's so that's why I had to save the Sableye there. I'm going to go straight for the return here. Do a lot of damage to that Malmar. And then again, Raticate is super clutch here because again it just shorts up this matchup significantly here, and I could, you know, the Snarls aren't going to do much. I could no shield the returns or the last resource, no problem. I'm just trying to optimize my timing here, and then I'm probably gonna go for one more return here. Yeah, able to still hang on there. I just want to give as little farm as possible to the back end Pokemon, and ends up so it ends up being a Luxray here. But we're in an okay spot. These Psychic Fangs are definitely going to start adding up. Oh, what? Oh my goodness. You don't like Luxray? Oh my gosh. We are chatty today. I'm going to clear the debuffs here. And I could probably safely no-shield this as well. Just Foul Play. Shouldn't be a big deal. And then I'm going to be able to get to this Foul Play here. And then there's still the low health Malamar in the back. Alright, so again, I feel like my strategy is pretty flawless, so I'm going to go with it one more time here. Checks, what's going on here? All right, so we don't get the lead we want, but again, safe swap Beedrill, super strong here. All right, looks like she's gone. She did what she could, a round and a half, but the good news here is I'm ahead on energy, so because of that, I can safely win out this matchup. And I'm going to go straight for the Excess Bait. Again, if I don't land this bait, it's not a big deal. It's a Shadow. I can just Poison Jab down. I'm going to spend an extra shield because, again, we do shield the Drone, which is great. But also, this allows me to get some meaningful damage off of something here. I avoid the Sableye versus Umbreon matchup as well, which is really, really nice for me. I am at a shield disadvantage, but we do get some value out of it. Again, I knew that Beedrill is going to get value out of anything. And here comes a Samurott. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to overfarm a little bit. I know I could tank 1 Hydro Cannon. I probably can't tank 2. But I know that RC Cola definitely has to shield this Samurott. So the real thing is, can I get to a crunch on the Lone Raticate or not? That's the real question. And we do get to it, which is huge. Because once we get to this, now, again, we've seen the Lone Raticate versus Umbreon matchup before. It just looks so good, right? And again, that return just hitting so hard. But also, neutral quick attacks is always nice, especially how fast it generates energy. But also, on top of that, they're throwing resistant Snarls, right? That's where the Umbreon just falls a little short in the head-to-head. Umbreon's super, super bulky, but Lone Raticate does have a slight edge with that moveset. All right. Samurai Lee, so I just had to run the same exact team 3 times in a row. Why not? Right, let's see what happens here. Again, my Beedrill is very, very safe, so we get a shield here. I could probably swap to my Beedrill after this. And again, having energy lead is going to be very nice. Does a great catch onto Umbreon, actually. So, really solid catch there. And I think I'm going to try... I unfortunately don't leave with the Foul Play. I think I was scared that he was going to throw a Foul Play in return. But maybe I should have left with the Foul Play there. I also don't want to misalign our switch timers too much there. All right, so my plan here is land a return and then potentially quick attack down. Let's see how much health he has. Ooh, it's going to be a little tight, not going to lie. Let's see if we can pull it off, though. Quick attack down would be kind of nice because... yeah, no, I can't do it. So I'm going to throw my energy here, but that's fine. We still have a shield advantage, and again, I'm swapping straight away to my Beedrill here. It's a little weird if he has a opposing Beedrill, but we just gotta do what we gotta do. And yeah, here comes a Beedrill. I am gonna farm quite a bit here. Unfortunately, I'm locked in this matchup, which is not ideal. And yeah, I had to go for the drill run because I don't believe the Exeter's not going to do anything. I still need to throw a move here, right? Unfortunately, should have overfarmed a little bit, but was able to get taken out there. So good games there. And then we go into round number 3 here against my undefeated opponent as well. Caesar, and this is an interesting one. So this Beware actually has Stomp, which is a little bit worse for me. I want to run honestly the same 3 Pokemon because I've been running it for all 6 games prior, but I just could not do it because with that Barbarical and the Dedenne, like it was just so much harder to run that team. Dedenne is actually not as big of a problem. I would say it's mostly. Yeah, I think the Munchlax is also kind of annoying too. Anyway, this team just looked a little different than the last one. So, normal cast form is also kind of a core breaker for Beedrill and Sableye. So, I decided to just bench the Sableye and the Alolan Raticate. I still have the Sableye actually. I just don't have the Alolan Raticate this time around. But we're in an okay spot here. I am going to shield here, maybe overfarm a little bit. I get a lot of value here. My opponent did pivot out. I'm a little worried about potential Dedenne in the back. Did I see the third yet? I don't think I did. Is that? I don't know. I'm blinking now. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, we took it out. I forgot. Man. It's been a long day. Anyway, able to get to one foul play here. And then definitely want to try to optimize your timings here. Extra hexes are not great. But I do get to this move. I think it was charged with priority too, actually. So, super close. But we are able to take out this Castform. Yeah, Castform is kind of a core breaker for that Beedrill and Sableye team composition, so definitely something to watch out for. And speaking of Castform, here it is. But Luxray, pretty neat, I think, overall. I don't shield the potential Weather Ball. Yeah, it's going to do a lot of damage, but no big deal. I go straight for the Wild Charge. Let's see if they shield or not. And actually, it's going to be the Munchlax that comes in. So this is pretty good for me because I'm going to try to fast move this down. Land the Wild Charge is kind of nice. And then, no, I guess I decided to throw because I want some energy because I don't want the Castform to be able to like fast move me down. Let's see what he comes in with. It's actually going to be that Beware. It looks like we CMP here. I am going to shield this. Ends up being just a Stomp, but if I can land a return, that could be pretty solid. Let's see if it happens. And we do land a huge return. Absolutely massive for me because that Beware was definitely going to be a core breaker for my backline for sure. But yeah. We do get hit by an Entry Ball here, and then I'm going to come in with my Luxray. I want to debuff the opposing Castform, and yeah, we are able to weaken it, and I think I just go for a Spark Down. Yeah, able to finish it off. Landing that return, again, super massive, was definitely crucial here. The Dedenne lead, not great, so we had to swap into the Sableye, but here's the thing with the Dedenne, it takes so much damage from those Shadow Claws, it really adds up, especially over 2 shields, and then my opponent is going to swap in their Castform, which is pretty nice here, and then, you know, they're not doing a ton of damage to these hexes, so I can still do a lot of meaningful damage with the charge moves, and able to land the return to take it out. And this puts me in an interesting spot. I'm going to go straight for a foul play here. I don't know if we get a shield or not. Yeah, we do get a shield, which is pretty crucial here. I believe this might be a discharge, yeah. But I unfortunately don't get to another move. The Dedenne is quite weakened. So I'm a little nervous that it's going to be Beware in the back. So I'm just going to let this play rough go. That's my strategy here. Absorb the damage and then come in with my Luxray. I probably could have swapped in a little sooner. I kind of waited for him to swap, but I should have just swapped myself because I knew that regardless of what's in the back, I need to start debuffing, right? Had I come in sooner, I'd probably get to another Psychic Fangs, but unfortunately, because I was a little slow there, I couldn't get to it. But because I was slow there, I got an extra quick attack, and we do get to one more crunch. Is this crunch enough? It is. I didn't think it was going to be, but with the debuff, it is, and able to finish off there. As you can see, Sableye is super strong in this meta, so is Shadow Beedrill, and I think those are probably 2 easy lock-ins. Alolan Raticate being a free pick is also a nice addition there too. Thank you all for watching. I'm curious to hear how your Ionic Cups have been going, so if you have a different pick that I haven't featured yet in my tournament run, feel free to drop it down below. Let me know why it's so good. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like and share, subscribe for future content, hit that notification bell to get alerted right when I post a new video, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.